Hi, in the last video we have discussed how to design our templates and how to put data by using render function. Now the next thing is connecting two templates through the URL mapping. Okay, so for this purpose we need to create another view for our blog detail template, and in the blog detail we are going to show the detail of the blog that we are actually interested to. Like suppose you are clicking on the read more button of the first blog, then we will be seeing the detail of the first blog only. The second blog or the third blog will not be present there. Okay, so what we are going to do, we are going to create another view for that, so that we can actually choose which blog to show in the our description.html. Okay, so now we are going to create something called as def detail. Now this is for our blog detail, and we are going to pass something called as request. Also we are going to pass something called as slog, because by looking into the slog we will be deciding which blog to show in that page. So we are going to create an empty list now to store the blogs that has the same slog. I mean, the slog can't be same, but for the safety purpose we are taking this. So what we are taking here for blogs and blog, if the slog of the blog, I mean blog.slog equal slog, then we are going to put our blogs inside our list, and we are going to stop here. So how to stop? We are going to write break here. Now we are going to return the same render function by passing the request, and in the template name we are going to pass blog detail.html, and here in the context you have to pass a dictionary. So what we are going to pass? We are going to pass something called as list, and in the list what we are going to pass is key. We are going to pass one data as the key. So basically what you have done, we have first found the slog that is having the same slog name that is being requested. I mean, this slog name is passed as a parameter in your template.html, and we will be discussing about that. Okay, now we'll be seeing how to pass that in the index.html, and the next thing we have to return it from the blog detail.html. So I have already copied and pasted the things from the blog detail.html. Basically what you have to do, as that is a list as well, the dictionary, or I can say whatever we are passing there as the context. So we have to create one for loop here also for blog in list, and here instead of short description we are going to use description, and we are going to use something called as SAFE save. This is to render the HTML things, like we are passing span here. Like you can see in our description we are passing span, we are passing br, all these things. Okay, so Django can't really understand those things if you are passing them as the data. So we are passing them as the data, but we are passing something called as save. If this save parameter is passed, that means the certain thing like the blog.description will be rendered as HTML instead of only simple string. Okay, so that is something that we have to do here, and I am putting this in the center so that you can see the difference of what is exactly happening when you are clicking the URL. Now the next thing is what you have to do, we have to design our URL. To design our URL, go to the urls.py of the blog, and in this urls.py you have to add something. You have to add another object, or I can say another list object. You have to add blog, and here you have to pass this slog. Now this is str slog. Why str slog? Because we have taken that as a text field. If you are taking that as a slog field, you need to pass slog here. Okay, but for the simplicity I have taken that as a text field, and here you have to pass the related views. What is the related views? The related views is the views.detail, and the name equal to detail. Why this name is necessary, you will understand now when I will be writing in the template. Okay, views.details, name equal to detail. So in the index.html, this button is going to be connected to another page. I mean, another page means another link. So here we have to add a anchor tag. Okay, a href equal to, here you have to pass the link. Basically you have to pass the link there, and you have to put the button inside of a href. Okay, now href means hypertext reference. So here instead of href we are going to use our curly braces, because this is also one type of data. Why this is one type of data? Because every blog is going to point to a different slog and a different URL. So we are going to pass something which will make it easier for us, like we have to pass %URL detail, and we are going to pass the parameter here. Now this detail name comes from the name that you have defined in the views.py. Okay, now here we have to pass the parameter, that is blog.slog, and we have to pass this % here. That is very necessary, or else it will be giving an error. Okay, so I think that's all for now. I mean, in the go back also you have to write one anchor tag, a href equal to. Okay, here the go back button will point to the index.html. So what we are going to pass in a similar fashion, we are going to pass %URL, we are going to pass index here, and that's it. Okay, let's try to check now. Okay, so we have made a mistake here, path, the name is path actually. Let's try to check now. Always try to run the server again, because sometime it is not shown because of all the cache. Okay, cache data that is available with the browser that we are using. Now here I am going to, okay, now you can see here there is a read more button. If I am clicking on the read more, then you are getting this, learn Django faster, and you are getting this blog as well. Now the thing is, it is saying the query set has no attribute named as log. So let's see what is the exact problem with our views.py. Okay, we are actually this query set. What is that query set? Okay, I'm telling you, this is actually the query set. We did a typo actually. This is actually our query set. Okay, this returns a query set. This returns a query set. Now we are asking blog.slog, but what is the iterating variable here, iterating object? That is the blogs. So we are going to pass blogs.slog here. Okay, that's just a typo, but that gave us another concept, that is the query set. Okay, there is no end for. I told you, if you are not writing end for, then this will give one error. So here we have to write the end for. The end for is not available. Now this is the simplicity of Django, that it gives every type of error properly, so that you can understand what you have to do and what you don't have to. Now you can see this is at the center, this is our entire description, and this is our our title, and if you click on go back, we'll be going back. Similarly, if you are seeing if you are clicking here, like this is okay. So this is a very simple I'm going to add something here, don't worry. How to, okay, inside the block, let's change our author. Let's add another author and click and connect that author to our second block. So add author. Suppose I'm going to add another author, which I'm going to take from here. So I'm going to add this, and the profile pic is actually available here. Now I have used Imgur to store the profile pics. You can also store that by using Imgur. Okay, let's try to change our to change this inside our blogs. Like, what is blockchain? Let's try to connect it to our author, which is above, and here we have to add the description, which I am going to add from my database, which is a previous description of the same blog that we have written. Okay, of the same blog that we have written. So here we are adding the description, and here we are adding save. Let's try to run our server again. Okay, because we have added data and it takes some time to synchronize. So let's try to run our server again, and if we run our server again, then we'll be getting, if we run our server again, then we'll be getting our API, which is not the API, the IP address, which is 127.0.0.1 and 8000 port. So now you can see this is Amuk Pete here, and if you click read more, then we'll be getting another URL, another slog, and we'll be getting another type of page where the author is different. And if you click on go back, then we'll be going for the index.html, which is available here. So this is the entire blog project. This is very simple project just for the information on how to use Django properly. This can be a very starting template for more projects. Like if you want to build some other projects, this can be a starting template. Now, if you want to, like here, we have mostly worked with GET request. Now, if I'm clicking here, then it is getting the data from the database and putting it here. If you want to put the data to the database, then you have to use something called as POST request. And for that case, we'll be using forms and other stuff. Like in the form, there is a parameter called as action. Okay, so there we can actually use all these stuffs, all the URLs that we are passing, and this will make our work easier. So that's all for this playlist. I hope you have learned how to design a basic blog application by using Django properly, and this is very easy. Now you can deploy it to Heroku or deploy it to AWS as well. It's quite easy. So I hope that helped you. Thank you so much. See you in the next playlist. In the next playlist, we'll be designing something more.